Hello, hello, and welcome to my happy place. Today I am going to do a get ready with me first impressions on the Abh Norvina Pro Pigment Palette number 3. I have already done 1 and 2. I have been wanting to get into this. I have not opened it yet. And it's so pretty. It has butterflies and just so pretty. This. Here she is. Let's get her open. Oh, it's beautiful. And I did it again. I forgot to save a paper to cover the mirror. So, take a look at this. Beautiful, beautiful colors. I'm so impressed. Already, I've made several mistakes. I put an under eye primer thinking it was a eye primer, and it was under eye moisturizing primer because I wasn't wearing my glasses. So I wiped it off and then I put a primer on. Now hopefully it's not oily. It feels like it's set down, and I set it with powder, so we shall see if that makes a big difference. I'm looking at the colors. Ah, so pretty. Not sure which direction I'm going to go, but I'm going to go in with B5 first as a transition color, I believe. Yeah. And the last time I was so impressed with her mirror, and I impressed again. Because the mirror is just so pretty and big, and it stands up so you can really see what you're doing. That came out a little more than I wanted, but I'm going to I've already done my foundation, and hopefully I can remember what I used, because right now it's escaped me what I used. I'm going to go in with another. I'm using Wayne Goss brushes, and I'm just going to see if I can get that a little lighter. These shadows are very pigmented. I don't think I should call them shadows since they are pigment. So I'm going to say the colors are very pigmented. I had a lovely day. It's a lovely day in New York. It's a happy day. I am going to see my new little granddaughter tomorrow. So I'm happy. Now, what do I want? For crease color, I'm going to go with E2. I can't really tell. I think it's a brownie. Can't tell. Guess I could tell once I get it on. I don't know if I've mentioned, but I have had no fallout with the last two palettes. I don't think I even had fallout with the first one. I can't remember now. And you can hear the granddaughters are getting ready for bed because it's late again. Hopefully, I just wanted to remind everyone that I am filming, not to make too much noise. And that's a pretty color. Words have just escaped me to describe it. For a lid color, I am going to go in with purple. And I'm going to put it on with my finger. Let me find my little mirror. Yeah, I think I'll go in with purple. There's so many beautiful shimmers in here. I say this is a light, quick look. I'm going to get a flat brush and see if I can get that to go on a little better right in that spot. I say I might be having trouble since the first I put on the under eye primer on here. Okay, that seemed to have covered it up. I'm going to do that again. I have a feeling the oil in the under eye primer, even though I wiped it off, I think it affected the eyeshadow a little bit. That'll teach me for not wearing my glasses. Well, that's on as much as it can. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to see if I can go over that with C1, which is a really pretty yellow. Let's see if I can just put that in the middle. Add a little more sparkle. And in this palette, they're not really glitters, they're more, I'm going to say shimmers. I'm just going to try to get this a little lighter because I'm not happy with how dark that transition is. I'm going to resort to the Q-tips. As I just think I went a little heavy there. Okay, I am going to take my brow lift in light, and I got this from, I'm going to say she made me buy it, get this glowing, because she showed it on her channel and I wanted it. How do you open? And I'm just going to, as soon as I can get my finger clean, or I'm going to have a shiny color up there, and I'm just going under here to lift the eye a little bit, because I've said before, if I use shimmer up here, it just really accentuates the wrinkles. And I might have done that too much. There you go. Now I want to deepen out the outer corner a little bit. And so far we have purple and like a brown color. Purple and I'm actually going to use the same color that I used in the crease, the E2, because I probably should have gone a little lighter in the crease. I think that's okay. Let me look in the... And just for fun, it's probably a huge mistake, I'm just going to take this yellow and just see what it does up here. It washes off. And I'm not swiping, I was just rolling the brush in the color. It's like I said, I don't think I could call it a shadow if it's a pigment palette. There we go. And you know, all this time I forgot to put you in closer. I'm sorry. So, this is my look. I have to show you the palette again because it's just so beautiful. It really is just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful palette. And if I hadn't messed up my lid primer, I probably would have gone in to darker colors, because I love this purple here is so pretty. It's really so pretty. So I'm just going to do my eyeliner and mascara, and I will be right back. And I'm back. I'm just going to run a little before underneath my eye, which I should have done before the mascara. And I used my Chanel mascara that I save for special occasions because I went to the city with, well, I met her in the city, Leanne Sierra. Did I say I'm filming? Did I tell these girls? I went with Leanne. We met up and we went to the Ipsy event. And I know a lot of people wanted to hear about that. The best part, the absolutely best part of the whole day, and I'll just show you the eye look and I'll pull you out because I wanted to tell you about this. The best part of the whole day was meeting Leanne. What a lovely lady. She's so sweet, and we had a lot of fun together. I think we did anyway. She doesn't realize how starstruck I was when I met her. I kind of shut down and get more quiet instead of getting really excited. But getting into the event, at first we were able to go to a few booths. But then it got so crowded that you couldn't see the booths for all the people. And you could just kind of like shuffle along in a narrow spot down the aisles. And you couldn't see the booths. And what they had was booths set up and of the different companies that deal with Ipsy. And you could purchase things from them. And each time you went to a booth, they usually gave you something free and a tiny sample, which I'll show when I do my Ipsy openings. They would give you a tiny sample and scan your wristband so that I guess people can't keep coming back and getting more. But we were not able to wait on the line for the free bag that they had promised, because there must have been 50 people on the line and one girl passing out and doing the wristbands. And it was just so chaotic, and I got very, very overwhelmed, and I was not able to film. I think on Leanne's channel she's going to film a few things and talk about it, so I would watch Leanne Sierra when she puts hers up, because I couldn't have filmed the booths anyway because I couldn't see them, because they must have been like 20 people deep. It was a place I would never go again. And as I'm talking, I realized I forgot to put a lipstick on. So who is this by? This is a Sydney Grace. And I'll just put some of this on. I was wearing a lip plumper. I always seem to forget my lipstick. Girls are having a little argument. So I will talk about the Ipsy event, I guess, a little bit more when I open my Ipsies. But I would never go again. I found it to be very unsafe. Hold it. Sorry about that. I reminded them again. Even though it's a school night and they should be getting ready for bed and going to bed right now. But I will talk about the Ipsy event, I guess, a little bit more when I open up my Ipsy bags, and I'll show you the few products I was able to pick up before it got too crowded. I mean, they were really like shoved in there. So many people. And I think a lot of people know that I have social anxiety. So being pressed in by people was just a lot for me. I was so happy to get out of there and into the fresh air. So, not a great experience, but it was so great to meet Leanne. So great just to be out in the city. I haven't been to the city for about 2 years, even though it's only half hour by the Long Island Railroad for me. I really don't go into the city a lot. There's no reason to for me. So I hope you liked my quick get ready with me with the Abh Norvina palette number 3. And I hope you enjoyed my look. I enjoyed doing it. I think it looks kind of fall, but bright. So I want to thank you for coming to my happy place. Happy trails until we meet again. Bye-bye.